Here's an interesting question. What type of person succeeds in this business? Obviously, we know the four personality styles. I think anyone can succeed in this business so long as you treat this business as a business. So, what does that mean? Well, first and foremost, we're independent contractors. We're not W 2 employees. Passing a Marie Callender's here in West Covina. It's a restaurant and bakery. Okay. These people here, I'm going to guess, actually, a calculated and educated guess would tell me that they are employees. They are receiving paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, right? That's a W-2 employee. In other words, you gotta punch in and punch out at a certain time. So they operate from a schedule, right? So let's say they start to shift at 8 o'clock in the morning. They probably take a break at about 10:15, 10:30 for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then they lunch at 12, 12:30. Take an hour lunch, come back, finish their shift, and go home. That's a W-2 employee. So when you ask what type of person succeeds in this business, it's pretty much anyone, as long as you're willing to operate from a schedule, right? So no one needs to tell you to get up at a certain time. No one needs to tell you to pray in the morning, spend time in gratitude, journal if you journal. No one needs to tell you to get to the gym. I mean, you can get so regimented, right? I mean, at this point in time in my life, I really don't need an alarm. If I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock for maybe a 5:30 tea time or 6 o'clock tea time, I can automatically wake up. I don't need an alarm clock to wake me up because for the most part, I'm waking up somewhere between 4:30 and 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So what type of person succeeds in this business? Again, operate from a schedule, honor the schedule. Will you honor the schedule 100% of the time? Likely not. But it's the person that honors the schedule and stays consistent with their schedule is the one that's going to win in this business. So there's no type of person other than it's more so a set of principles to follow or yeah, operating from principles, right? Like what do I have to do to succeed in this business? Well, create a schedule, and that comes down to time management. Avoid distractions. You're going to find that because you're a quote unquote 1099 independent contractor, oftentimes you're going to have maybe your wife or your significant other try to take you off your schedule, right? Whether it's, hey, pick up milk, or the baby needs to eat this morning, or whatever. Can you pick up the dry cleaning when you drop off the kids, right? So if I'm operating from a schedule and I know that I should be on the phones or doing something, some sort of lead generating at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I find myself at Stater Brothers picking up some milk for the family, then that's a perfect recipe for an unsuccessful business, an unsuccessful person in real estate. In real estate, if you treat the business like a business, again, operating from a schedule, you will be fine. If you don't, right, you're a 1099 employee. No one's going to tell you what to do. You do what you want to do. But if you want to make money in this business, you are going to have to operate from a schedule, and you're going to have to stop having excuses. You're going to just get up, show up, and do it. Been in the business for almost 20 years. I got to tell you, as time keeps moving forward, I'm 48 years old, right? I'm not 28 and I'm not 38. Been in the business for over 20 years. This business has blessed me and my family more than words can say. What I will say is that operating from a schedule is going to create a life that you could only dream of. I don't want to sound corny, but again, if sometimes you think that you're in a dream, right? I live where I want. I pretty much have what I want. I like nice things. I'm not materialistic, but I like nice things, and I'm not one to show off and do that kind of crap. But I like nice things. I like what I like, and when I want to buy something, I don't have to ask the price, right? So all that to say, what type of person do you need to be to succeed in this business? Very simple. Again, operate from a schedule, honor the schedule as close to 100% as you can. And in that schedule, obviously, that's a whole other video, right? But what type of person does it take to succeed in this business? I would say someone who sets boundaries, doesn't let anybody distract them, doesn't let anybody take them off their schedule. And a person that operates from a schedule is the type of person that will succeed in this business. And obviously, the sales comes as part of it. Communication is part of it. You got to know how to communicate with people. If you can't communicate with people, if people don't like you or you're not a likable person, it's gonna be tough. But I won't consider myself a salesperson. But what I will consider myself is someone that knows how to deliver a product and someone who is a matter of fact. Some are going to do business with that personality style and some aren't. It's my belief that the ones that aren't are ones that like to be lied to, because when a client hires me and our company and our team, they're hiring someone to tell them the truth and be forthright and protect them in every level of a transaction. You're not paying us to lie to you. And, unfortunately, some people like to be lied to. That's not my jam. And that's not the jam of our agent partners. So again, what does it take to succeed in this business? You need to operate from a schedule. Don't let anybody distract you and stay as consistent as possible. Like I said, no one's going to be 100% on their schedule. I was told this very early in my career. Maverick said to me, Coach Maverick, he said, everyone is going to fall off the horse. It's the one that hops back on the fastest is the one that wins. So what does that mean in layman's terms? It means stick to your schedule. Are you going to honor it 100% of the time? Likely not. But what type of person does it take to succeed in this business? The type of person it takes to succeed in this business is a person who is willing to go all in, operate from a schedule, and stick to that schedule 100% of the time.